think enough time has passed that we can talk about the Wrestlemania match between Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, honestly. And I do want to say I was pleasantly surprised by how that match turned out. So I was dreading, legitimately dreading going into that day because I could not tell what the creative team was going to do with the outcome of that match. There was a lot of pretty physical build up beforehand where it looked like Oba was just kind of tossing Brock around and Brock just kind of had to eat it. And I was like, are they gonna do the typical thing where the one guy looks really strong before the event and then he gets absolutely fucking massacred at the event? It was like, oh, we did 4 weeks Oba beating the shit out of Brock and then he is beat. Or will they actually go through with it? Will they actually push that button and let us know that this guy is who they're putting all their faith in to be the next big beast? I think that framing, that sort of faith in a superstar, it's not something to be taken lightly, right? Like, pretty much anyone who would vanquish the beast, quote unquote, and do it handily, that's someone we can like, honestly say, oh wow, this is someone to look at. That's someone they're giving the rub to. And I was absolutely blown away, stunned that they actually went through and let Oba win against Brock. And I think that's indicative of like, the fucking future of the company. Things being a little bit more progressive in the sense that like, we may have a whole new era of like monsters or like legends that we're getting to see the very starts of. I think that's really cool. The physical presences of both of these guys was like intimidating as hell. I was watching this shit, safe from home, but like excited as hell. Like these two big demons just going in against each other. Awesome ass physical match. It wasn't even very long. It was a short, like to the point match. They did everything they needed to do. They told a pretty cool story where it's like, yo, Oba tanked the F5 from Brock. What the hell? Like it was awesome. And there aren't many superstars that look like they belong in the ring with Brock. Like they look like they should be on the other side staring him down. And like Oba was there, and it was like, ooh, shit, past and the future. Like I was lucky enough to at least be able to watch some of Brock's run in like early SmackDown as a kid. And like I always thought he was really cool. I wish I still had my copy of Here Comes the Pain with him on the front of it. I got it for one Christmas and I squealed. I squealed so fucking loud. I was so hyped for that. But like seeing Brock like back then be seen as this big deal and doing all this crazy shit, like lifting up parts of the set to do workouts and shit backstage. This is like they're putting this guy over crazy. He's bullying people in wheelchairs and shit. Oh my god. and then seeing what comes at the end of that match, the biggest part of that, I think it's even bigger than them giving Oba the win. Brock retiring, that was oof. I got a little choked up. I got a little emotional watching that shit. Not in the sense that like, oh my god, I'm so sad, but like in a wow, chills. It was a story being told with that, without any words. It's like, what a career, and I feel like it has to be a fucking absolute honor for Oba to be the one to get that final match out of Brock, quote unquote, if that is where that is, right? Like if that's really the end, like you're the guy who retired Brock Lesnar. Like that's a crazy rub right there. That's like, I don't think there's anything that's gonna come close to the streak in terms of importance or like, in terms of magnitude, Undertaker streak, but like this has got to be something, right? Like this has got to be something at the very least. And like it didn't feel like Oba was just another opponent. After a while, like the match again was really short, but like after a while they were in there, while they were going at it, while they were tussling, it was like, wait a minute, this guy, they love him. It was like the final boss versus the next generation powerhouse. And I feel like if they take care of Oba, like as far as presentation and contract and all that, I think they might have a 4-lifer like with them. And this is someone who's going to be a really big deal. If he could stay, you know, out of the way of injury and keep on putting on amazing matches, and, you know, I've already seen his chemistry with some of the other guys in his NXT class, and like, oh my god, I'm in love. I'm in love with all of them. All the whole new generation. I'm gonna do a video just talking about and glazing the whole generation. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that Oba Femi and Brock match, man. Ooh, that shit hit me. That should hit me. Like, Brock represented being like the unstoppable attraction for like over a decade. They would just call him in and he would beat the shit out of whoever, probably lose really fast in the Royal Rumble or something, and he'd collect his check. But you know, John Cena needs to get his ass beat. Brock is there. But Brock was just like, he was that attraction for like over a decade, and you know, Oba represents this new era. You know, this new like, oh, our new athletes are bigger and badder than the last thing. We still have some of the old guys, but what the new guys can do, the way the new guys can push it forward, it's like, here we go, you know. And I like that. I think it's really cool. I genuinely did have some fears that going into it we would just see Oba get squashed, and I think that would have been, you know, poison for his entire like his entire thing on the main roster. I think that would have just kind of crushed everything for him. But like, it wouldn't have been the end, but it definitely would have hurt him a lot. That shit, I was like, yo, you guys should have seen me. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this. I have so much faith in this. I don't know. But now they got to be careful with how they book him. And I don't want him to become the guy you just kind of throw jobbers at. I do think he should get into a program with like a hard hitter, like a sort of established name on the roster already, just kind of solidify. Because once you beat Brock, you kind of have to step back down. You know, you have to kind of come back down the mountain a little bit in terms of like how WWE likes to power scale their guys. So he's got to step back down and, you know, settle. He had a pretty cool match with Otis at the time you were recording this. He did like a damn spinning Nigerian uppercut. That shit was like, what? I need that in every video game ever. But like, yeah, like I'm nervous. I don't want to see him lose to some bullshit. And I think he does need to get maybe not into a title picture just yet, but like have a big guy, like, I don't know, it's Drew, or like you get him against yeah, like this is when Drew McIntyre comes back, have them fight. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm in love with Oba Femi though. I do the little strut. And wife hates it. We both do it sometimes. She makes fun of me, but I'm hitting it. I'm doing that shit. But how did you feel about the Oba versus Brock match? Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear from you. If you want some reactions from me, I do have a bonus free Patreon with over 200 hours of bonus content I cannot upload to YouTube. Full matches and all that. Movies, shows, etc., etc. Check it out. You might like it. I'll see you in the next video. Do not be weird. I mean it. Don't be weird. Thank you so much to those of you that have made it over to the Patreon. I appreciate you.
Trouble, that's me. Cherry lips and bad energy. Say it once, say it twice, and I